Welcome back, all my rioters, my ragers out there, whatever you like to be called. Good to see you back on the channel. Now, it's been a minute since we've done anything on the channel due to RL constraints. And if you want to learn a little more about that, there's going to be a channel update video coming very soon, giving you the breakdown of what's going on, what's happening. I don't want to take away from this video with all of that jazz, but it's been a minute, and I miss y'all. And we're going to jump right into it. Sandbox mode. We have been thinking about this from a survival perspective, and I'm going to flip the switch here a little bit. So let me know down in the comments below whether you like the peaceful or you would rather the survival. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go, but 0% goblins. No lava giants, no spiders. We're going to keep hunger and thirst on. You know, we're going to have to manage their happiness. So a lot of those things are challenging in and of themselves. So with that being said, we jump to phase 1 before we even get into it. What do we need? What do I choose as startup? Now, this could be very different for you depending on your playstyle. So you are entitled to your opinion. I respect your opinions. Let me know in the comments below what you pick. What supplies do you start with? So I get rid of the carrot seeds because we don't really ever use them early game. If that's something you want to set up mid game, late game, absolutely acceptable. Wheat seeds and cotton seeds. These are going to give you the ability to get food, nice and easy bread. Cotton seeds are also going to allow you to plant nice rows of cotton so that you can harvest it for when the merchant comes and have a steady supply of income. Now, there's also something else we're going to talk about when we get into laying zones and the initial phase 1, the ability to reforest. And I don't want to get off on a side tangent, but that's going to be something we're going to really get into. And because my ADHD goes off the wall, we're going to get our loom first, then our wheat and cotton. Now, the other tools, the only other things we need, we want tools. Because it's peaceful, I'm not going to worry about any weapons. It's one less thing to worry about. We got 3 more spaces for our tool: copper, axe, shovel, and pickaxe. This way, we can have a plethora of those. You want to do 5, you want to do 10 of each, whatever, it's up to you. I like to do 5. You start out with 5 colonists. They're there. You can give them each, set them up to how you want with their priorities, different jobs that they're going to want to do. So let's do 5 of each. And that settles that. Now all we really have to do is fill up our supplies. So we go nuts with a bunch of bread. Let's say 20 bread to start. Same thing, we'll do 20 water. And then we go nuts on the seeds. I do about 50 if I have enough. No, I don't want carrots. We want cotton seeds, please. How much? Yeah, that's 5. So let's do 50 each, because that'll give us a big stockpile to get planting. The thing you really want to get into also is your breads. Let's make sure we even out the bread and the water. 22 and 22 each. We'll see how far that gets us. Now, this could be a continuing series to where we just kind of build upon the peaceful, not having to worry about getting attacked, and just play it through. We're going to go peaceful, long play. Why not? Peaceful, long play. Now, first thing, what do we always do? Turn on the pause. Why do we do that? Turn that volume down a little bit too. That's extremely loud. Well, we pause because go to the intro and then we survey the land. What kind of start did we get? We got a nice, we got a split river here. We have some abundance up top, trees, kind of put us right in the middle with not a whole lot of stone, unfortunately. And that split river really makes it a little bit challenging for when our merchant comes, because we don't know where the merchant's going to be. So if he gets on this little part over here, we can build a bridge down here. If he gets up on the top part, we can build a bridge up top. Not a big deal. It is what it is. Now we want to settle somewhere sufficient enough to do farming next to some stone. We don't really have a lot of stone. Don't have our drills yet to dig down, but we will have them soon enough. So I'm looking at this, and it's not a terrible start, but it's not a great start. So I think we're going to keep it right where we're at, because we can harvest some of the stone that's around. We want to get workshops up as fast as possible. We could build right on top, put our stockpile here. We could do all of our tools and stuff here, our workshops. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. So keeping it on pause, I usually get some orders up first. So we're going to clear some of these trees here. Let's go back and do some digging as well. I want to clear these over here. And then I want to clear these over here, just to get some stone flowing. Now, before we unpause, one of the most important things of all is go into your colony and check your units. Check your people. They all have to be haulers at least, okay? Haulers in the forest and foremost, okay? So you make sure they're haulers so they can move stuff around, and then you look at things like carpenter, miner, lumberjack, anything early game that you're going to need to have. Carpenters is huge. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to make planks. You're not going to be able to make any different types of wood products. See, miner 0, carpenter 0, mason, lumberjack is good. Hauler, yes. Did we turn on Donier? Yeah, Donier's good. Another miner. Blacksmith, we don't need quite yet. We will soon enough. Hauler and builder. Builder is very important too. Not immediately, but when you start making your base and you start building things, it's going to be very, very important. So we have enough to start. Let's go ahead and do it on some slow. Some long play, some slow play. So now while these are going and chopping things down, you can see we all got a good water supply. We're going to keep the stockpile essentially right where it is, because I don't want it to be too crazy in terms of where it is, right? It's going to be a pretty good spot, because we can chop trees. There's a little bit of room for planting, and that's the other thing I forgot, so we're going to pause it again. I want to check my units for farmers. Do we have any farmers? Not looking good. Yes, 4. Nice. We got a blue. We got a 3. And another 3. Beautiful. So, early game, it's important to set up your farms. So, we have some food to hold us over, but I would like to be able to do at least just a wheat. We're going to do a 1 strip of wheat. 1x7. Yeah, we can get 1x7. And then we're going to go back to cotton. Skip the line. Cotton. This way they can start planting. And pause. Now they can go and chop and mine and start to get some resources. Farms are going to be set up there. And now the other thing I was talking about, we're not going to jump right yet, is the reforesting. The ability to chop the trees and replant them to have a steady supply, almost infinite supply. And something I want to point out to one of the commenters over here on the campaign 1 video that we had up there, Kezar. For forest zones, instead of doing a massive zone, just do 1 tile for each zone, and they plant way more if it's a giant. Okay, so even if it is a giant zone, it's going to make them more efficient to do it that way. So Kaz, I responded to you out there in the comments. That's amazing big brain plays, and I appreciate that. We're going to try that. We're going to go this round, and we're going to build some reforesting, the afforestation. Select the zones. We're going to do single one here, and then I'm going to just do another one right over here, and then we'll do another one down here. And then we can kind of see once we start to get seeds and they decide to plant them and reforest. We got a couple over here, you can see the saplings, get more information. Grows full 18 months. Most of the stuff you can just go and double click on and get all the information you need. Logs, materials for the carpenter, coal and ash. Here's your copper axe, trees, bushes, and cobwebs. So we'll see how far it goes. We're gonna play through a good little chunk. I would say maybe like between 30 to 45 minutes per episode is what we've really been shooting for, instead of doing a 2-3 hour long play. This way it breaks it up for me a little bit on the back end to create the stuff, and it gives it a little bit of a break for the viewers. You guys are going to consume the content. You don't want to sit there for a full hour and a half. Maybe you're on a bus ride to and from work or to and from school, and you want to watch the video or listen to the video. You pop it on and you're good to go. I'm also going to try and do some timestamps down below to break it down so it shows you right in the beginning of the stuff that I picked, and then where I'm putting my zones. Notice I haven't put down a stockpile yet because I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to let them just pull from here. Don Deere wants to do something. Do you want to chop trees, buddy? All right, let's go ahead, you can chop some trees. Yep, there we go. Don't want to have anybody idle. Idling is never a good thing. Now, one of the other routes you can go to is, instead of having the loom, what you could do is you could replace that with copper. This way you don't have to go and mine the copper. You'll have it ready to go when you build your blacksmith, which will make things a lot easier. I'm looking to do a little bit more long-term than that. I want to build the weaver. This way we can look and see all of the different products we can make, gear and stuff, when we do the weaver workshop. So all of that thing. Clothing, medical, cotton and threads. Not super important, but a little bit different tactic here with the peaceful mode. And you can see Tilly is already starting. There's a nice little tree she planted there. Tilly's gonna go plant. You gonna plant another one? You gonna chop some more trees? I hope. So right around, you see the farm. Okay, hold on, time out. The farms, yes. Okay, so they planted. They're good. So now the first thing we want to do, we want to put our carpenter's workshop. We don't want to put it too close, but we don't want to put it too far. I'm actually going to rotate it this way. And one more rotate time, and we're going to put it right here at the edge. So we can kind of make a line and keep our stockpile over here. Because the next thing we want to build is the mason workshop. It's going to go right next to it with a little space in the middle, so they don't have to go around. They can kind of just go in between. Now the other part is to get some more stone. So there's this little random chunk down here. Let's get them in line for chopping all those down. Let's go ahead and chop the wood down over here as well. Kind of hoping for an easy breezy merchant drop when they come in for the first time. We'll see what happens. And let me know down in the comments below what you think of the music in the background too. Got some very basic homegrown lo-fi, just loud enough to chill. Because we unfortunately got a couple of copyright strikes on some of the older Going Deeper videos where I had to, not that I can monetize anything on this channel yet because we're not big enough. However, if I wanted to, that would have been a problem. So we're going to switch up a little bit. Nice, the wheat's growing nicely. Cotton is starting to grow nicely. I love how they just leave their tools all over the place. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, now I'm going to clear this area over here. Because one of the things I haven't gotten far enough to do is the refertilization of land and how that works. So if you have played this game heavily and you have tips, tricks, suggestions on how to do that, let me know in the comments below because I am very curious. Now, what do we build first off? Planks. Just planks out the butt, right there. 30. That'll give us 4. That'll give us 120. Good enough to start. Actually, we're going to cancel a bunch of those because you want to keep them happy. 5 mugs. And mugs take logs, not planks. Remember that. This way they can drink, because that's one of the things that you're going to get thirsty immediately. So if you can keep their thirst and their hunger under control, making sure you're looking at your units, their overall happiness, all green smileys. It's very early game too, so that's a plus. And I think what we're also going to do is I'm actually going to speed it up a bunch here. As they're chopping down, let's go ahead and do some more chopping orders over here. Clear out all that wood. Did they get all the stone down here? Looks like it. Good job. Alright, where else can they go? There's a little bit down here. Let's grab those. Also going to have them dig all of this over here. Just so we got lots of stone ready. The mason shop is up. It's good. We could do our furnace, do our millstones. I want to do a couple of bricks for each. Do 20 for now. I'm going to start harvesting. I'm going to do a little bit of eating and drinking. I'm pretty sure that's going to be close to the end where they're going to sleep. Sleepy time. Soon. On month 11. And then as you can see, we got plenty. Plenty of wood they've chopped. They're going to be working on the stone. Yep, there it is. Everybody's napping. Taking a little nap. There's one more. Who's still... Oh, nope, you're not here. Happy. Miriam Hillcloak. Get that energy back. Food and water is good. Overall happy. That's what we like to see. Let's try to keep it like that. Alright, everybody's going to re-wake. Looks like they made the cups right. So now things are starting to get a little sloppy-ish. So we're going to do stockpile zone, and I'm going to run it. What is that? That's 5, 2, 2, 2, and 1. So 2, 1, 2. And we're gonna go right next to the reserve. This way they can start putting things in the areas and dropping things off when they're not doing. Oh, planting season again. They go harvest everything. Yep, good. Put all of this. Yes, good job, team. Stacking all the supplies. Building some bricks. We did all of our cups. Now let's do our planks. Yeah, bunch of planks ready to go, because then we're going to make beds, and we're going to make doors and chairs, tables, and all types of good stuff for when we're starting to build the base. Lots of wood over here, which is good. I'm thinking that when we start to dig down, we're going to make it very close to where we're at. So the object here is to build a row of basic workshops here along the left side of the stockpile. And then we flip it over and we mirror the next workshop just right outside, so it's still close to the stockpile, so they don't have to run all over the place to get supplies. Now it's going to take them a little bit to actually go and supply everything, but you can see, nice doing planks. They're making bricks. That's beautiful. So the next thing we want to do the blacksmith, because that's going to allow us the opportunity to make drills. So That's why I bought the anvil to begin with. So what we're going to do, I'm going to flip one more time, back to back to back, build it right there. Because then that will allow us to start to dig. So once that's built and ready, we can plan out where our drill session is going to go down and hope that we get a good enough merchant drop the first time the merchant comes around. I doubt it, though. I've never had a good merchant drop on any of the plays that I've done, so we'll see what happens. Yep, get those logs. Stacking them up, chopping down all of the trees, making all of the planks. Oh, a little bit of unhappiness. Why are you unhappy? Got food. I think I'm going to end up running out of food is what it looks like, to be honest. So the next thing we want to build, we need, in order for a kitchen, we need a furnace. In order to build a furnace, we need 5 regular stone. Which I thought we had. Are you making bricks? Used it already. Alright, so let's make some more bricks. 8. There we go. I'm going to do another 20. Because then we can make the smelter. We also need to line up. I'm torn now between the kitchen and the smelter. I'm going to need 3. We'll do the kitchen first. This way we can make foods. The Agronomist Workshop's going to come very, very soon so we can split harvest into seeds. Very important for long game. What do we got? Merchant? Migrants. More migrants. Beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So, let's do... I'm going to make that furnace. Come on. Alright, furnace time. Make 1 furnace. Now, if you look here, some people have asked, where do you make the drills? Well, it's on the right-hand side in the blacksmith workshop. You'll see the different levels of submenu. So a lot of times I found that people just click on the blacksmith workshop and they see this general menu here. And it's like, where's everything else? All right, so on the right, you can build all of your other tools, your shovels, your drills, armor, weapons, any miscellaneous stuff, rails and minecart, toolbox, golden stench, all this stuff. Very, very important to know that the sub-menu is on the right if you're looking to build the drills. Here's the drills. I had somebody comment, how do you build the copper drills? Blacksmith Workshop. As soon as you get that Blacksmith Workshop, you can see the copper drills that you need for that first level drill down. Copper drills, and you need 10. You need 10. We don't have them, so we're not going to do it, but you need 10 for each. Craft time about 12 seconds, but 10 ingots for each, and you're going to need, I think it's 3 drills to build down. Let's look. You come over here into build, and you look at infrastructure, your tunnel. 2, excuse me. So you need 50 planks, 15 stone bricks, 2 copper drills. And dig down deeper, it'll show you even more information. What you need. New underground level only can be built. 1 only. Can't be destroyed. And as you progress deeper and deeper, hence the name of the game, going deeper, you're going to need more drills, but of different type. Hold on, I see the timeout. Pause. Planting season again. Right, so we're going to do another row. I'm going to do farm. We're going to alternate again. We're going to do another wheat. Row it right here. And then we're going to do another cotton. A little bit shorter this time, right here. Back to the turbo speed. So being on peaceful mode, you can kind of get a feel for how things play out over the entire season. You're not rushed because you get invaded. You know, it gives you some time to get used to the gameplay itself, because the campaign mode is very challenging. I've had a lot of people reach out and say this is so tough, I can't beat it, I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, I highly recommend you unlock the full game. This is not a paid promotion. enjoy the game a lot, so that's why I have it. Just gives you the opportunity to try different play styles to see how you might like to play it. Some people enjoy the challenge. Some people don't. Some people would like it a little bit easier, a little bit more peaceful. Merchant. See, pause. As soon as you get a notification, very wise to pause, because he popped up over here. Now, I don't think we're going to have enough supplies to make the bridge. However, we can start. So what we do, he's over here, and I kind of want to get the shortest possible, maybe here to here it's possible. Actually, we're just going to across. So we're going to build, you want to build, excuse me, all of your miscellaneous stuff you can see here, but it's in basic construction. You want to build a bridge. Lava bridges are going to be very important once we get down to the depths, but we want a bridge across right here. And then go back to turbo. So we have to create more stone. So let's get a bunch of these going. That'll give us 40. And planting too, which is very, very smart. Get early season up. Now, we're definitely not going to be making this bridge in time to get the merchant over on the first time, but it'll be there. So if he does pop up in that spot, which I've found usually it's 2 or 3 times I've had them, they spawn in the same spot. Not sure if that's consistent with anybody else, but I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below. It's all appreciated. So they're going to build. Next time we get the merchant, they should be able to come around. We'll have enough stocks by then to create the actual market. That's how you interact with the merchant. Can't do, the merchant is useless without the market. You can't do anything. Can't interact. But I say it's a pretty solid start, except for food. Food is one of the things that we're lacking on. Probably should have bulked up a little bit more on bread before anything else. But kitchen we're going to put down. This way we can try to solve some of our food problem. And we have any more? Oh, see, they're starting to build over a little bit. Donier, he likes to build them bricks, them walls. The merchant's like gone already. See that? Yep. That's okay. We'll do one here, and I'm probably going to make another one eventually over here. There's a nice big chunk of stone up there we can mine out, which would be good. It's not too bad. We're pushing up on about 30 minutes here for this video. I'm very interested to see how these peaceful slow plays go. Peaceful in terms meaning, you know, hunger and thirst is all still there. More migrants, beautiful. How many is that now total we have? We have 8. Good, time to get to work. How's everybody in terms of happiness? Not too bad. Everybody's still relatively happy. Beautiful, beautiful. A lot of people doing farming, which I like to see. That's good. Harvest everything, get it ready. See, now we got wheat. We can start making some bread. Good. Let's get that bread going. But first thing is first. Let's go ahead. Quick pause. Because I want to go check our units to see who our cook is going to be. So no cook there. We have 1 cook there. That's fine. You can switch them if they have 0 in it. I don't recommend it. Cook 3, nice. That's, who is that? Tilly, nice. All right, so we have 3 cooks. Not too bad. 1 on our agronomist to break down the seeds. And we're gonna get back to some turbo. we got lots of wheats. Running low on them breads, though. You guys got to get over there and start cooking. I know you guys are harvesting. What else are you doing? You building that bridge? What's going on over here? Nope, you're grabbing... Oh, good. You got another piece over here. That's beautiful. You're moving all the supplies. We can actually, if we want to be a little sneaky, what we can do, save a little bit of space. We go zones, do some more stockpile, and we got our zone selected. We can do a little bit in here and a little bit in here. This way they're just dropping stuff right where they need it. Coming up on the end of the next year. Everybody's going to go to sleep. And we got a good base. And we're just at the 30-minute mark, too. So here's what we're going to do. Right as everybody's getting ready to go to sleep, I'm going to slow it down a little bit and recap, okay? We have small afforestation, which we totally demolished by putting this down, which is absolutely fine. We can do more over here, as a matter of fact. I'm going to do another one right here. And we have our bases, right? We have farm, which we're going to extend and recuperate once we can fertilize and get all that ready. Stockpile is set. We have our carpenter workshop to make all of our basics. First thing and foremost, make your mugs. Don't forget to make your mugs. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to drink and they're going to die of thirst. Second up is the mason workshop to make your stone bricks, millstones. Flower pots are going to be very important because they provide happiness. Furnaces, obviously, for smelting, cooking, and all that good stuff. Your blacksmith is necessary for your drills, right? You make all your tools. Axes and pickaxes and shovels and drills, and then your armor, weapons, and any miscellaneous items you're going to need. Toolbox is going to be important much more further down the line. And your cook, making the bread. And that's good to see that they started kicking off the bread making towards the end of the season here. And I'm actually going to end it here. If you made it this far, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It super helps. A little froggy on the back end here with my throat, excuse me. But it does help the channel. Feedback and comments below. Good job, bad job. Your voice is terrible. Your voice is lovely. You forgot to talk about this. We liked how you talked about this other piece. Whatever it is. All the feedback is always greatly appreciated. And I think the peaceful version is going to be the way to go here because we can push through and check out much more deeper parts of the game, pun intended, without having to worry about any of the hostility. So, thanks again for hanging. I'm going to put it on the pause here as we fade to black. Any information you need is down below, all the Discord, all the social media, timestamps as well. Appreciate you spending some of your time here. Have a wonderful day.